been going crazy. No, you can't blame me, you either hustle or lazy. I've been going all summer, running at the number. You ain't gotta wonder how we doing. It's the movement, it's the real estate newsroom with Charles Noonan.
Listen, y'all, welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Newsroom Live.
Welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Newsroom Live.
In New York City.
New York City. Wait, for the out-of-towners, make some noise. Who came from out of town? Make some noise. Whoa. Where you came from? Atlanta. Okay. Oh, the Billboard Queen. Oh, geez. Stand up, Kay. Stand up, Kay. That's the Billboard Queen. So I got a billboard. Put your hand up if you got a billboard before. Anybody here got a billboard? I love the responses because now you can get one from Kay right there who flew in from Atlanta. We got the big sis, not the little one, Sister Shanika right there, all the way from North Carolina. We got my guys, Millionaire Essentials, somewhere in here. Where's Millionaire Essentials? Make some noise, y'all. They're in the green room being bougie. They're drinking sparkling water back there because it's too loud out here.
Probably.
And then we got Motion and Success, another part of my team, Cody and Io. And then last but not least, I just have to thank Naya because she came into our group. She started to educate, so if y'all are not in the school community, you could have learned from her another $1 million worth of game through wholesaling. She just came in and she's been blessing us ever since. So I wanted to just thank her and acknowledge her. All the people that make impact, right? If you are willing to make impact on other people's lives, make some noise, please. Let's bring them out, bro.
So this next guest that we have, he's breaking down what might seem complex, which is basically trading stocks, right? And he simplifies it so beginners can learn. Because I know y'all see the candlesticks, you see the green, you see the red, you see the numbers on the side, you see the ticker, you like, what's going on? But he's breaking down the language of money. That's the language of money. So if you understand the language of money, then you can get some money. If you understand the language of money, you can get some money. So without further ado, let's bring out Stock Trader T. Teach us T. Teach us T. Teach us T.
Come on, y'all.
Teach us T. 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 Teach us T.
Teach us T.
Paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold. Nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view.
Turn it up, Connor. Let's go.
Like I said, I chew like a.
We gotta stand up. Hold on. I need some energy. What we doing?
Getting cream. Never let them get in.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Look,
but I'm lying harder.
They love me when I was stuck in.
Oh, we ain't up in the air. Y'all want no money then. You sitting down. The money getters is standing up. My dog. My dog.
My garages are foreign.
I see some money in the room.
Let's go.
I see some money in the room. I see some money in the room.
I did it without an album.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm about to
Love, now I'm on fire.
Hey.
Here's a hockey ring, Philly.
Hey.
Hey. Hater, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the parking lot.
Let's go.
Man, I'm so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about mine. What you talking about?
Gangsters moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. So my grind now got what I deserve. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on it. Some like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the tight can, the big can, and grind like I'm broke. They live on my new bitch, she ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my head strapped to my toes. Cause these niggas want me dead, and I gotta make it out. Cause my mama needs my son needs some help. These niggas try to take my life, they around, get killed. You around, you around, you around, get smoked. Cause these Philly top poor women don't around, no joke.
Yeah.
welcome. Teach us T. Hey, brother. Welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Newsroom Live. We got my guy, Stock Trader T, as our guest, all the way in New York City in front of a live audience. Make some noise. T, right off the bat, I don't know if you know the rules of the Real Estate Newsroom, but we ask everybody that comes on the show to give, no gatekeeping, impact the community. Tell us what you're going to teach us today.
I mean, what y'all want to know? I'm going to teach y'all. Yeah. Y'all in the Telegram, y'all seen the receipts, right? Yes, sir. Then we good. All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Is they ready?
Yeah, we ready, bro.
Y'all ready?
Y'all ready? All right, bet.
All right, let's
hold up. Who got their notebooks? Who got their pens? Note takers are what?
Yeah.
I think they ready.
Let's go. T, tell us this, man. How did you get into trading? How did you get into trading stocks? And I'll say stocks because there's different options, Forex, whatever. How'd you get into it?
I mean, hold up. Like, before we start, can I cuss or nah? I just need to know prior.
No.
Right,
We trying to get a
know.
TV deal.
All right, bet.
No. I'll do you a separate webinar where you could go on.
Gotta ask. All right, so I'm
Thank
T,
you for
aka
asking.
Yeah, I gotta ask. I'm T, aka Stock Trader T. I jumped into the stock market in 2019 or early 2020. Basically, I had an opportunity to move to Atlanta. I used to work for the post office. Anybody here work for the post office? So you know, hey, listen. When
This
you
episode
say
for you.
listen. When you say anybody work for the post office, they like, "Whew, I'm trying to get up out of there." So they gave me like a $20,000 raise. I moved to Atlanta. I was around a whole bunch of entrepreneurs, and then COVID came. So then I moved back home. But in the midst of all that, I had invested in Robinhood. Anybody familiar with Robinhood? So I was putting my money inside of Robinhood, but I was putting it around Bitcoin stocks like Mara, Riot, stuff like that. And then I had made like $30,000, and I was like, wait, I had a tennis shoe problem, so I stopped buying shoes, and I started putting in more in the market, and when I realized my money can make more money by putting in more money, I was like, oh, I can't cuss. I was like, forget these shoes. So that's how I jumped inside of the stock market.
You lucked up on 30,000?
Yeah. Without really knowing a lot. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, I knew Bitcoin was new. I didn't want to invest in Bitcoin, but I invested in stocks because stocks been around forever. So how could I lose?
So my takeaway from that is taking a chance.
Yeah.
It's trying something new, right?
What I want to know real quick is, since you was at the post office, right? What happened for you to get out of the post office?
Oh, the trigger, like the final thing?
Yeah. We need what really happened, bro.
Yeah, so, okay.
Fast forward.
Wait, he
I'm
made
in
the
stocks.
30 and left. He made the 30 and quit.
Yeah, nah. So I was making $37 an hour, which is cool. That's a nice lifestyle. That's close to 6 figures. I was working overtime, and then I had this boss. And I'm big on my family. Like, my kids, like, I'm going to drop whatever I'm doing for them. So I used to get my son, I prided picking my son up every day off the bus. Like, I would take my lunch, I'd pick him up off the bus, go back to work. So one day he was like, oh, you're not going to pick your son up today. You got to get this mail out. So, you know, look, you see, look. So I'm like, who you talking to? Like, I'm about to go get my son, like, but instead of me, like, doing something other than, you know, physical or anything like that, I just locked in with financial freedom, and I started making $280 a day, which I was making, I would make $280 a day before I would come to work. I used to work at 11. So I would come in, and I would already make my bread, and I would tell him, like, hey, you better talk to me nice, or I'm going to walk up out of here because I done already made what I'm going to make today. And then they started treating you different when they realized that. So next time somebody triggers you at your workspace, figure out how to outsmart them and use yourself as leverage.
Anybody aside from Rosa and Tara like to talk to their boss crazy? Would anybody like to? Because I get cursed out sometimes. You would like to? Who hates their job? Who loves their job and hates the people they work with?
Look.
Darrell, you could not put your hand up, bro. All right, cool. I've been in that situation. It was a long time ago, but
All right, listen, y'all. We was nice. I asked y'all to put it on silent. He told y'all to turn it off. They still going off. What y'all trying? You ain't. Whose phone is that? You can't win no money in the back. That's all.
all right. So, B, you got one?
Yeah, I got one. So, I mean, I got a couple, but what I want to know is trading look difficult on the outside, right? How it's designed, what it looks like. You know, it could be intimidating, right? Why do you think our people? Why do you think that? You know what I'm saying?
I love this question.
So why do you think our people see it and run away from it? Why are we scared to learn the language of money and really tap into that?
Because of how it's communicated, right? So if you're talking to somebody that never been through what you've experienced, you're not going to gauge it correctly, right? So if I sit right here, and this is no offense to anybody that's in the room, but if I sit right here and talk to somebody that was privileged all their life to tell me how to live my life, they're talking to the wrong person. So when I started coming up and learning stocks, I was looking at like Wall Street Trapper. You know, I was looking at people that looked like me. So when he would talk about it, I actually believed it more. Because if somebody's around you making multi-millions of dollars and they look like you, now you start to question, why aren't I able to do that? And then you realize that you are able to do that once you change your perception. So the dope thing about me is when I communicate and I talk about stocks, I'll always take it in the sentiment of your background. So if you're a nurse, I explain it in nursing terms. If you wholesale real estate, I explain it in real estate terms. That way that you can it can click easier versus me talking some terminology that you won't make. Like, for example, everybody put their hand like a cell phone. If you want to make some money, you can leave your hands down if you don't, you know. So when you're picking up the phone, you're making a call, right? You're making a call that is considered that the stock is going up. Put down the phone. You're putting down the phone. That is considered a put. That's like that's you saying that you're selling the stock, that you think the stock
Teach
is
us,
going to
T.
go down.
Teach us, T. Notebook.
Yeah, right? So the next time I say, hey, go ahead and you're going to make a call in the stock market, you're saying that the stock is going to go up. Just think about you flicking your wrist up. Put, you think it's going to go down, you're putting the phone down. It's very simple.
See what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it. I try to teach like that sometimes too, bro.
Yeah.
Here's what I have to do sometimes. Sometimes I got to kind of repeat things like 5 times in a row. But I know that our people sometimes have to be taught things in maybe 5 different ways,
Yeah,
right?
facts.
They have to hear it, see it written down. Mm-hmm. They got to see somebody else build a house who just had a ribbon cutting ceremony.
Yeah.
Then they believe they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it takes a while for our people, no offense, but to actually learn and intake things differently. So you're saying you relate to people and you know our people, so it's easier for you to teach them because you know them already.
Yeah, like she just raised her hand right there and said she used to work at the post office. The same energy she had, I had that. I still got that same energy. Listen, if somebody said the post office, I'd be like triggered, like immediately. Like, you know,
it bothers you.
But her looking at me up here, she can come up here. She takes the same amount of steps. It doesn't matter. The stock market is for anybody and everybody. I have a student right now who knew nothing about trading. It's documented. 5 weeks ago, now she's up $20,000.
Damn, you impacted somebody in 5 weeks, 20 grand?
20 grand. She's up 20 grand. No lie.
Give it up, guys. Give it up, guys. So that just begs this next question. For that to happen, right? Talk us through the mindset that one has to have before they work with you to understand that could happen for them too and that you're qualified to do it.
Anybody in here try college or go to college, right? So when you go to college, you know you got to put years of work in to get that degree, to get that X amount of dollars, right? That's the same thing with trading. Don't think, I want to trade tomorrow, I want to make $1 million. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening. I literally told the guy that I bought my G-Wagon from, he was like, hey, show me how much money you made. And I was just like, oh, okay. I showed him, you know, like I dropped in the Telegram, thousands of dollars. But he's like, man, that's not enough. And I'm like, you're not going to be successful in the market. Because when I pulled up on you, I showed you how 50K could have been made from me sitting in front of you with the same steps. But if you get greedy, you're not going to be successful. Your goal is to sit right here and understand how much it costs you to buy back your freedom. You should have a number in your head. My number to buy back my
Notebook.
my number to buy back my freedom from the post office was $280 a day. And I started executing that $280 because guess what? I didn't have to work 8 hours to get that $280. So how much are you making a day? And then see how you can stop exchanging your time for money and understand once you do that, it's a book. Anybody ever in here read Rich Dad, Poor Dad? When I learned, because I used to try to buy Gucci shirts when I couldn't afford it. So when I read that book, it said, Gucci shirts like $600. And then I was like, yo, I gotta work like a half a week for this, just to wear this shirt. And then after I take the picture in it, it's a wrap. And once I post it on the gram, like, is this worth $600? But the dope thing about it is I would rather risk $600 to make more money than post something up on the gram. So once we change our perception, you can start being profitable. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Change your perception. Understand what's possible. All right, Bree, next one's on you.
So there's a wealth gap for our people, right? Do you believe that if we learn trading, like let's say 75% of people in this room learn trading, they can now take the steps to close that wealth gap?
Yeah, easily. Like I'm telling y'all right now, it's so easy because basically what I do with trading, right? Because I don't got an uncle named Sam. Basically what I do with trading is I take the market and these plans have already been written. The blueprint is there. Right, so for example, let's just say I'm a long-term investor, and I'll explain this later to y'all. Long-term investor, basically, I'm expecting to hold a stock for like 5 years. That's the goal, right? But what happens when your long-term position starts losing money? You're like, oh my God, I'm losing money. Now, when you learn how to trade, it doesn't matter which direction that the market goes. It can go up or down, and you can make money. So if my stock is crashing, like y'all seen Trump and Elon get into it. Right, so if my stock starts crashing, a long-term investor, I will be like, "Oh my God, Tesla's crashing. I'm about to sell it." Then you're not realizing when you sell it that you got to pay taxes on it. You got to pay for gains versus you having an option contract to say, "Oh well, it's going down. Let me average in to my position." Meaning, I'm saying that it's going to go down. What was it called when I say it's going to go down? There we go. So I'm gonna get into a put. I'm going to make that profit, and I'm going to transfer the money over into the long-term investment to buy more stuff when it's on sale. Anybody here get those Fashion Nova Texas 80% off? Yeah. CNBC let me know that Tesla was 15% off. Why wouldn't I buy in?
That's good. That's good, y'all? That was good.
I love it. All right, T, give us one more example of how you took somebody who just started through failures and then the successes. Because a lot of times, I understand people can lose when they first start. So talk us through like the mindset and maybe a real life example when you started to trade with someone, maybe a student, and they took a fall. They lost at first.
I mean, most people come to me because they don't understand it, right? Like, so a lot of times when people come, like for me, I lost $3,000 the first time I was trading. I was like, oh, I'm out of here. I'm not doing it no more. Like $3,000, y'all tripping. Like. And then I went and found a mentor that was making $5K a day. So when you see somebody that's doing it, so for example, I had a student that came to me. They came from all these discords because everybody like to go to multiple discords and they like to, this person, they over here killing it. And then they take that loss and then y'all talk bad about the discord like, oh, they're fake, all this stuff. I don't have a discord. I have a community. I have a school community where you get education. So I'm not we do give you plays, but we give you education to go with these plays because I'm not about to sit right here and bet on somebody else's. I'm going to need the understanding. I don't play parlays. I play inside of the market. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm not going to bet on LeBron. Now, although LeBron is statistically shown to probably make these points, y'all got to think y'all going up against Vegas. I'm simply going up against the stock market based off of data that has been proven over time. So somebody that comes to me I'm simply giving them a basic strategy that usually works. For example, if you was on a webinar, I gave them the orb strategy. The opening range break is back tested. You can back test it 100 times. It works 84 times. Worst case scenario, you'll be profitable 68 times. If you're being profitable 68 times, if you put $1,000 up, that's an extra 68,000. If you're willing to put $1,000 up 100 times, you can walk away with $68,000. But you have to make that decision that you're willing to take that risk. I can't instill that in you. You have to make that decision by yourself.
Notebook.
It's called the opening range break. It's called the orb strategy. I'm going to explain it later. I got y'all.
Love it. All right, so you touched on this too, and there's a lot of people online that teach stocks, trading. There's so much talk like options, Forex, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. What's the difference between free stock advice that we see online, that we hear on the internet, YouTube for sure, versus what you teach?
What I teach versus, to be transparent with you, everybody has the information. It's about who applies it. So I can sit right here and give y'all a whole master class and tell y'all what to trade tomorrow, and then y'all will sit back and watch me win because y'all scared of yourself. You're scared to invest in yourself. You're self-sabotaging yourself. I didn't have to go to YouTube University because I pay to pay attention. So no offense to nobody in the back, but the people who probably played the VIP, they paid to pay attention. So they're probably more serious about their time. Anytime I hopped in a conference and a VIP or something was offered, I'm paying what I weigh. Because at the end of the day, I'm hungry for information and I'm here to change my life. So once I had my pastor, I'm big on God, so hopefully,
Are you good, bro?
All right.
I just got baptized 6 weeks ago.
Cool.
We good.
All right, look. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
So my pastor said poverty is a choice, right? So I need y'all to understand something. If we sit right here and we choose that or making excuses to ourselves to not apply the information, then we're going to self-sabotage us. I just flew back from Miami to Columbus, and 2 guys who I started in the stock market with ran up to me and was like, hey, I'm trying to get back into trading. You're not trying to get back into trading because you would have reached out to me before you actually even seen me. But you knew in order to have a conversation with me that you had to mention something in regards to trading. No, and it's very unfortunate because these guys were ahead of me. Stop letting or allowing people to pass you and just go ahead and take that risk. Because at the end of the day, you're only going to set yourself up for success. Nobody's coming to save you. I promise you that.
Notebook for real.
Nobody is coming to save you. Put your hand up if I helped you guys buy your first piece of land or real estate. Land is real estate. Land is fine. Put them up high though. Y'all putting it up like y'all got like a little piece. All right, that's a lot. That's a lot. All right, so Sharon, what made you decide that you were going to take the jump and take the leap to move forward?
Well, I always wanted to, but financially I was like, it's too expensive. So when you said, you can get it for $300, I was jumping and I got a lot of money.
All right, perfect answer. T, what's the lowest that somebody can start trading with?
Oh, so.
Because I get people land for 300.
You want me to give out that game?
We just asking.
I got y'all. So no lie, I have a student right now making over 6 figures by using OPM. Everybody in here know what OPM is, right?
Wait. OPM is Zach, but also we got OPM in the back. I don't know where Zach's at, but there's a whole table full of OPM right there.
Yeah, look. They're something called a prop firm, and y'all can write this down. They're prop firms, basically where they want you to show that you can actually trade. They give you something called an evaluation account, right? And so I'm gonna tell y'all which one to go to, and I'll show y'all later. But they give you an evaluation account. When they give you this evaluation account, it costs like $100. Sometimes they have super discounts. You can get even one for like $16. No lie, right? So then once you pass your evaluation account, that's you trading with paper money. Paper money is monopoly money. It's not your real money. If you blow this account, you're only losing your $16 or whatever the case may be, what you invested, right? Once you pass your account, they're going to charge you another $100. All right, but listen, that same strategy that I just told you about the opening range break works. Once you hit $2,000 in paper money, it's paper money, they allow you to take a withdrawal. Once you take your withdrawal, they give you, like, the first withdrawal is usually $2K. So are you willing to spend $200 to withdraw $2,000? And I gave y'all the strategy to what? Do it. But who's going to apply it? That's the thing. Who's going to go apply it? I can tell you what to do, how to do it, but if you don't go apply it, it's not going to work out. So you can start as low as like $200 and make 1,000% return.
Raise your hand if you got $200 to invest in yourself. Raise your hand if you need $200 to get you a head start. Now you can't play both sides of the fence, bro. It's one or the other. Who in here needs $200?
You was trying to use your opium, bro.
Kay, you got money, Kay. What? You gonna sponsor somebody? No, I'm not sponsoring you because I know you got it. You got a lot of billboards that people put up. I know you got it. Who doesn't have it? I want to sponsor somebody today. Who does not have it? Rosalie makes over 6 figures. Why would you put your hand up? You? Bet. I got you. What's your name? Yvette?
That's lit.
Kay, how many gift cards you got right there? 5? That's 125. We're going to give that to her. All right, let's give that to her.
Let's go.
That's lit.
I'll cash app you or Zelle you the rest. All right, I will. But thank you for coming. I appreciate you. And for the rest of y'all, sorry I can't do everybody, right? But y'all got your own to get started. Watch her grow with her money. She's going to learn from Stock Trader T, so just watch her and watch her trajectory. I got to give her another 75, but it's all good.
So I got a question real quick. So earlier, right, you was doing the calls and the put. Mm-hmm. I like that because it's easy for us to understand that. What's some other ways that can really be easier for us to understand getting into trading?
I feel as if you need to know what the difference.
Making it simple.
Yeah. I feel you need to know what the difference is between an investor and a trader. Like an investor is someone who's buying and thinking that they're going to hold the company long term. A trader is someone who doesn't care what's going on. I actually like when something is going on in the world because it allows me, because I can make money with the market going up or down. So a stock has to be volatile in order for you to be a good trader. Volatile basically means it has to move a lot of money. So $1 in an option contract is not just $1. So let's just say Apple, right? Apple's worth $200 right now. Apple goes to $201 and you're a long-term investor. That's just, you made $1, right? But if you have an option contract, which y'all can write this down, an option contract has 100 shares in there, right? It has 100 shares in there. So now you got to think if that option contract moves $1, you have those 100 shares in there. So now it can go be anywhere from $100 for that contract. It can be anywhere $30. It really just depends. So option trading allows you to make way more capital in a short period of time. Is just because I'm middleman again. I'm gonna break that down later.
Let's go. Teach us, T. Teach us, T. Teach us, T. Teach us, T. Let's go, brother.
Oh, y'all want some more game? Or y'all want me to keep going?
I want you to break it down.
What? Okay, so listen. All right, so look, check this out. I'm gonna give y'all what an option contract is. And the option contract is a contract that has 100 shares. So for example, I finally get to use this scenario in person. All right, Charles has this 1999 Buick, right? It's worth $1,000, okay? I sit right here and I come and I say, Charles, you know what? I want this Buick. I'm gonna give you $100 right now, and I'm gonna give you the rest Friday. We're in contract with each other. I give him a deposit. When you're getting an option contract, you're not purchasing shares, you're giving them a deposit, okay? So now we're in contract. I'm gonna purchase this Buick from him. I owe him $900. For some strange reason, his Buick goes up in worth. It's now worth $1,500. I go over here and I find Brendan. Hey man, I got this Buick for $1,500. And he's like, I want it. Now I'm sitting right here like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I got this contract. Hey, I'll tell you what, you pay me the remaining balance of the difference and you go see Charles on Friday. And now I just made capital from being a middleman. Option trading is middlemaning, or like, yeah. That's wholesaling. There we go. Option trading is wholesaling. That's why it's really relatable to real estate. So
she's a wholesaler.
It's always somebody on the other side willing to buy your contracts, because guess what? Even if your contract is expiring, it's somebody who wants those shares that is inside that contract that you agreed upon. So it's always someone on the other end of the market. And guess what? You don't have to wait till Friday to sell the vehicle. You can sell your contracts before. I purchase Friday contracts that expire, and I usually sell them the same day because I'm a day trader. So when y'all see me make those thousands of dollars in like 2 minutes, I told them I was gonna come pick it up Friday, but I went and found somebody else to buy it in 2 minutes, so I'm good.
Raise your hand if you got that, because I feel like I understand now. Raise your hand if you got it. I feel, for the first time, I feel like I understand options trading.
Why do you think they don't teach this in school?
Because people need jobs. People need jobs. You go to college to get a job, and even if you look at it, I knew when I went to school, because I tried college for like 2 weeks, and the person that was teaching my college business class didn't own a business. I'm like, what are you doing? Who are you to tell me how to run a business and you're not even running your own? So, like, I would never get advice from somebody that's not actively trading. You get what I'm saying? I don't care how long you've been doing it for. If you're not actively doing it, market conditions change all the time. I don't really need your advice. I need somebody who's in there every day. So when I locked in with y'all, they was like, hey, post on receipts. I was like, all right, when I wake up, I'm going to just drop something in there. I was in London dropping stuff in the Telegram, showing y'all in a short period of time how easy it is and efficient you can be by making money in a short period of time. So as long as you get the advice and as long as you apply it, you can't lose. Like, I promise you that.
He's standing on that. Who saw the receipts? A lot of receipts in the Telegram? All right, so a quick question comes to mind. What's the most money you've lost in a day?
I got a picture in my phone to remind me. I think I lost like 27 grand in a day. Let me look it up.
27,000 in one day?
Yeah, I lost like 27 grand
Wow.
in a day. Oh, yeah, I felt the same way. I need some milk. I was like, I think I got a picture of it, no lie. I think I got
27,000 in one day.
I think I got a picture of it. Let me see.
That's easy to, we believe that one. You don't need to show us that, right?
Look, I keep the picture, so when I win, I still stay humble. Like, you can still lose this.
Hey, it should be a favorite, right? In your
Listen. I'm not one of them people that like to paint the market beautiful. Like, I'm profitable in the market, but it's not always beautiful, y'all. I'm telling you right now, it's not always pretty. The market is who can guess the best. I promise you. That's all it is. It's either gonna go up or down. Y'all might be taking their money. They might be taking your money. If you're losing, somebody just took your money. I got tired of people robbing me. So I started to study more. You get what I'm saying? Because once you study more, you're good. You become more efficient. You understand the market conditions better. I got tired of people robbing me, and that's where I became great at. So now when people be like, oh, you only took $1,000, understand something. If you can make $1,000 with one strategy, understand something. All you got to do is add that zero on there and risk more. Now that becomes $10,000. I'm telling y'all, if you sit right here and you're able to trade 10 times and you're efficient 8 times out of 10, all you have to do is start leveraging more capital to make more money because you're trusting your trade setups. All right? Does that make sense? All right, it's like Steph Curry, he's efficient by the more shots he puts up. So I'm pretty sure he started shooting just probably from the corner 100 times, and once he realized he was efficient from the corner, then he decided to spread on. I just told somebody in the back, I think I told them that I only trade mainly 2 stocks. Y'all probably seen the stocks that was being traded. It was QQQ and Tesla.
Yep. You love Tesla, bro.
Yeah, I can trade Tesla in my sleep. I don't do this. I trade Tesla while I'm driving, like, oh yeah, it's right here. Like, I don't need a chart because I understand the price points. Why would I sit right here and trade a whole bunch of stocks where anything can happen when I know Elon Musk is very volatile? He's always in the news. And I understand when buyers and sellers come in that I can actually take that entry and make a certain amount of money then. So my advice to y'all, if y'all do start trading, pick 1 or 2 stocks and then start to understand them so you can be more profitable faster.
Y'all got that? Kay, you got that? All right. I tell them all the time when trading Forex, I'm like, just pick 2 currencies and learn their habits, their trades.
Nah, they want to trade that US 30.
I don't know. It's not my field. I do real estate, right? I do one thing.
That US 30
I only do one thing.
It's crazy.
All right, so now that's the ugly side, man. And that had to hurt. I can imagine losing $27,000 in one day. What's the most money you ever made in one day?
It's actually less than I lost. Like, the most I ever made in a day was like 20 grand. But I made it from Tesla. Once again, I made it from Tesla. So usually what happens, y'all, when a stock split, anybody know what a stock split? I'll break down what a stock split is if y'all don't
Teach
know.
us, T.
So it's like a pie, right? it's like a pie. You have one pie, right? If I cut it down into 4 slices, you still have a pie. It's just 4 slices. So instead of having 1 share, they'll give you 4 shares. So what happened was Tesla split, and the reason why the stock split is because sometimes it gets too much for somebody to be able to afford, so you get less investors. So if I make the stock more affordable, what am I going to do? I'm going to get more people to invest, right? So, for example, like Chipotle used to be like $1,000. Chipotle is only $50 now for a share. Exactly. So it doesn't mean that the company changes. They had to get more investors. So now I got these 4 shares of the pie. Usually after stock splits, the price drops because investors want to pull their money out. So I already knew, tracking Tesla, that I was looking for a downfall. So after that, Tesla went on a downfall for the next 2-3 weeks. I just called what? I called puts.
Let's go, Joe, now.
I called puts, and I held the contract. I was good.
Love it. All right, so here's my question too, man. What do you do with 20 grand that you won in one day? And how fast did you win it? Was it like a 5-minute win? It took a while.
Nah. I think I won it. I woke up, I bought a car, and then
and then you won 20?
Huh?
Or you
no,
bought a car?
After I got the bread.
All right, who wants to know what he did with the money?
No,
What'd you do with it?
I bought a car, and then nah. I didn't spend the whole 20. Listen, I told you I don't got an uncle named Sam, so you got to understand something. The option trading, they usually charge you 37% of tax. So if you make 100, they want 37,000 from you. You want to give up 37,000? No, not me. So I had to put some of that into the long-term investing. So I bought more shares of Tesla, understanding that it was going down, but I understand that Tesla is a great company to invest in my opinion. So I bought more shares, but I did, reward myself. I mean, if you make $20,000, you're going to go reward yourself too.
Have
right?
to.
Yeah, it's mandatory, so I celebrated at the dealership.
Nice. Is that where you got the G-Wagon?
Nah, I hit that on QQQ, but I traded and made that down payment in the dealership when I was signing the papers.
You traded and made your G-Wagon down payment in the dealership.
Yeah.
That's fire.
It's documented. It's on the ground.
That's fire. I love it.
So let's talk about mindset a little bit, right? I asked Mo kind of like the same question. So what are like your daily habits? What do you do when you wake up? What do you do when you go to sleep? What are some of the things that helped you become who you are? Be more efficient, more disciplined, more accountable.
Yeah. So first thing I do is I pray before my feet touch the ground. I got to thank God that I got the opportunity. Look, see, you can do a big clap. It's all right.
Hey, that's very similar to what Mo said.
Yeah. I got to pray. And then after that, honestly, I got CNBC on my screen. So CNBC lets me know what's going on in the world, right? So I check CNBC. I always open the market. Once I do that, I go for a walk in the morning. I listen to Eric Thomas on my walk. It's called Entrepreneur. And he talks about like how he is an entrepreneur or whatever the case. So I go for a walk because I need to make sure that my mind is clear. I don't care how much discipline you got, you cannot do anything if your mind's not clear. If you got something personally going on, if I have something personally going on and my mind's not clear, I'm not taking a trade. Because now I'm not valuing the money or I'm not following my strategy because I'm thinking about something else. So I won't trade. So once I got my mind clear, I chart, I do my setup. Once I do my setup, I like to make my money quicker because here's the thing, y'all. I can make 10, 20 grand a day, but if you start making that type of capital and you staying in front of the charts for 8 hours and my mind is becoming a job, I started trading because of freedom. I started trading to allow myself to do whatever it is I want to do throughout the day. I'm not allowing the money to consume me. So you get what I'm saying? So I have the ability to make way more money, but I'm okay with 1 to 5K a day. And also, if you look at it, it's 253 trading days in a year. If you make $1,000 a day, that's $250,000 a year, and it's very easy to do. Who can make $250,000 with getting in the market in under an hour a day? You get what I'm saying? So my best currency is my time. It's not no capital.
Notebook.
Yeah, I love that, man. So, all right, so it sounds like what you said to me is you trade with strategy, not emotion.
Correct.
So if you had a bad day, a rough night, you stay away from trading.
Correct.
Next day, your head is clear, your mind is clear, you take your walk, you do your routine, then you go into the trading room or your technology and then trade.
yeah.
All right, cool. I got a trading room at my house, bro.
Oh yeah, look.
He don't go in there no more. He lost some money. He don't go in there no more. All right, so we got mindset. But people out here that want to start, and we talked about this on the webinar, but some couldn't make it. What's the first piece of technology or app that they need?
I would go open up a brokerage account. Charles Schwab specifically. I like Charles Schwab because it has American-based customer service. Usually in every city they have one downtown. It's very easy. Don't get me wrong. I know some people want to be like Robin Hood. I just got personal smoke with Robin Hood. So that's actually a good platform as well. But anytime I can walk in and have a conversation with somebody, I'm more inclined to get that brokerage account. So I would definitely go rock with Charles Schwab if you're trying to get into option trading.
And you trade they'll open your account. So you put the money in, you open the account, and then you taught us the other day, I think it was Trader View.
Trading View, yeah, that's the next thing that I get. That's for like graph reading. But far as like Charles Schwab goes, the dope thing about their platform is they offer paper money trading, like monopoly money, so you don't have to risk your actual money. So you can actually learn how to do the call and the put without actually having to risk a thing. So you can get muscle memory until you're really actually able to put up some real type of capital. So then the next thing I would do is I would grab Trading View. The reason why I would grab Trading View is because that's where you look at the graphs at. That's where you learn how to read charts, candles, and things like that. And now you put the two and two together. I literally trade off my phone. I look at the graph. I buy the contract on my phone, and I make thousands of dollars by clicking buttons.
So you could be anywhere in the world do this.
I just left London. I was in London in the Telegram.
I mean, I seen it.
Oh.
I mean, I just wanted them to know.
Yeah. I just posted. I was on a yacht in the middle of the sea, and I had made like $4 or $5 grand.
You just learned how to do this 2019.
Yeah,
that's when you started.
Yeah, basically.
So y'all could get into this like this. I mean, and if you learn this skill, this is basically like the language of money. So you learn this skill, you can make money every day, well, 256 days out of the year, no matter where you are.
Yeah, long as you got Wi-Fi, you good. You got Wi-Fi and a cell phone, and I trade off a laptop, but if you got an iPad or something like that, you're good to go. Like I'm talking about, I know people who trade. I was trading at my job. You know what I'm saying? I would, you know, hop up in the, what's the vans called? What's the vans called? The LLVs, there we go. I was in the LLVs, you know, y'all seen Tupac when he was driving on the pole? Yeah. Yeah, I was in the LLVs with my laptop on my lap at stops, trading, connected to my hotspot on my iPhone. Don't let your current circumstances stop you from doing something, okay? Like if I can sit right here and make $280 or make $100, sometimes I go out to eat and I might just do a trade just to cover the bill. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's smart. That's smart. Hey, does that change what you order, knowing that you could do that?
Yeah, like so y'all probably be seeing stuff like where they be like, oh, bet on this parlay and see how much your tip is. I'm like, I've been doing that. Like in the stock market, I'll go sit down and I'll be like, all right, just made $1,000. Like, hey, how's your day? If the customer service is good, I'm gonna tip you real good because it didn't take me a while to make that money. I can be a blessing to somebody else. Another thing that my pastor said, he was talking about how like if you don't use your gift, you'll lose your gift. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us in here are talented and gifted, but we're choosing not to apply. So just know that you're not gonna have it very long if you decide to keep it dormant.
Who wrote that down?
Notebook.
If you don't use your gift, you will. Did he just give y'all a gift? Y'all sure? Y'all believe y'all could trade?
I got a question for the crowd though, real quick. Who thought previously that trading looked hard or it was intimidating? Raise your hand. Raise it high. And now, with T giving us the information, who now feels like it's easier to get into at least? Raise your hand. Now, who feels like if given the opportunity, they would like to learn how to actually do it? Put your hands up. You teach people, right?
I got 2 students that drove here over here that's freshly new. Like, y'all can ask them. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah. Like,
let's ask one question. Come on, guys, stand up.
And trust me, I didn't meet them before this.
Oh, you just met them?
Yeah. Yeah, put it on. Yeah.
Oh, they got the hat. Nice, I love it.
Yeah.
Huh? We don't have a mic for them. They can hear. They can hear. How's your experience been working with T so far?
Well, I started like 2 months ago, and I hopped on a little mini mentorship program in the school community. Like you said, you gotta get in the community. Surround yourself with people that's doing it. And at first I was like, I can't do this. So he gave up the old strategy, and he gave up the whole game in terms of less than 30 minutes, you can make $200. So I said, damn, I can make $200 a day. It's 5 days in a week. Not counting the weekend, but you can trade on the weekend. But it's 5 days, $200 a day. Who's making $200 a day? So I was like, man. So then I went a step further. Like you said, you got to invest in yourself. I jumped into the actual mentorship, which I'm a part of now. And, you know, it was costly, but you got to pay for what you want.
Come on,
pay how you weigh.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I really didn't have the money, but I had people that believe in me. And I said, hey, man, I need this. This is going to be a life-changing experience. And I'm in the mentorship and the Apex. I got my Apex account. I'm about to move forward with that. I'm still in the mentorship. And then to go an extra step further, he told me about pulling up. And he always said that he's the type of person, you can see him anywhere and he's the same. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm going. I stay all the way in D.C.
Yeah.
Let's go. Give it up for the out-of-towners.
And got here by 10.
We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you.
So how's the orb strategy been working?
I've traded about 15 times. Out of the 15 times, I've won at least 10. 3 of the 5 was because at the time, I didn't know how to close the position. So I was up and trying to close. Once I learned that was it.
Solid. Appreciate it.
I love it. Hey, guys, one of the reasons that I invited you guys here was because I know the power of pouring into people. He said, my takeaway from that was not that what he learned from Stock Trader T, right? Because I know T can teach people how to trade. Somebody poured into him and gave him the money to get started. That's the main reason why I had Kaden give her that money. Because I know there's some of us who don't have the money but want it really bad. Yeah. And those are the people that when you change their lives, they will drive from D.C. at 3 a.m. in the morning to come see you speak at 12, and he didn't get on till 3. Right? So I just want to again, thank Brendan for helping me put this together, or we masterminded together or whatever. But the power of pouring into people, the power of giving back. I asked T if he could come speak and just pour into people in an area that I don't know. Like, as soon as he makes those trades of $1,000, $2,000, he was like, I'm in, bet. It was no long combo. He's like, bet. So that just shows like the power of teaching people, the power of pouring into people that really, really want it. I feel bad for the people that have the money and don't invest, because just imagine if he didn't have it and he didn't have anybody to pour into. Today, you guys get the benefit of T pouring into you now. So again, what you don't use, you lose. He brought 2 people now, so we got to ask the other guy.
100%.
What's your name, brother?
Emmanuel Lewis.
Where you came from?
I live in Eastern Long Island, 2.5-hour drive to the city. I'm from New York, so I'm used to it. I'm from Queens originally, but I'm all the way out there now.
Welcome to the Real Estate Newsroom. We're happy to have you. How long you been working with T?
5 weeks.
5 weeks? How's the experience been so far?
So I found out about his program on Instagram.
Shout out IG.
Shout out IG.
And I literally clicked on, it was another friend of mine that had put it up that said he was doing a quick little 2-week thing. So clicked on it, paid the little money. Within the first 2 weeks, he taught us 2 strategies. And another derivative of stocks is going to say something about his futures, most likely. But I'm used to options. I've been trading options since 2020, but I've been taking nothing but L's. And I risked the money. I put it in, but then I stopped because I'm like, I can't keep losing this bread. I'm working full time, 9 to 5, and losing money every 2 seconds. So because I did not have a mentor.
Yeah.
So get into a community where you see somebody that's just like you, and they're making that kind of money, and they have the testimonials to show it, and they got the proofs, and they got the receipts to show it. I said, let me just jump in and give it another shot. I stopped working literally a month ago.
I didn't even know that.
Teach us T. Teach us T. Teach us T. He said he was trading for 5 weeks and he stopped working a month ago.
He talking spicy.
Spicy. Did
Yo,
y'all catch that?
Yeah.
He said 5 weeks and he stopped working a month ago. All right, so give us the most money you've ever made.
So believe it or not, 2 weeks ago, my man Rashid talked about the Apex account. That was a practice account that we created. What T was talking about, where we put 200 in and we probably walk away with 2,000. We made that account together.
Woo!
I jumped into it. I've been practicing. I haven't cashed out on that yet, but what I did as a strategy was, any paper money I put into it, I put a little real money on the Robinhood side. I got big Robinhood.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. It's all right.
Make the money is the bottom line, right?
I put a little real money in to use the trade to, to see how it works, because it was working, practicing. So I'm like, I can make some real money on the side. I'm 5 grand up.
Oh. 5 grand in 1 month? 1 month, 5 grand. And you're a beginner. You're new.
I started with $500, right?
Oh my God.
10x.
I didn't even
10x.
know.
I know you don't know. 10x. All right, I love it.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
here's my last question, man. What would you say to anybody that's on the fence about mentorship?
If you haven't gotten a mentor and you've never had a mentor, you're wasting your own time. Because as we all know, most of us, if you went to college and had an education, I don't want to be that guy, but college is not for everybody. And most people have degrees and have not used them. So this is it. But when you see someone is doing the same thing that you're doing, and or better, and you want to learn, those rounds don't get fit.
Yeah.
That lady right there that just said one thing, got 5 gift cards.
Yeah.
It takes no effort. If you don't ask somebody or talk to somebody, you will never know. You're just looking from the sideline, and from the sideline you see everybody else making money, and you be hitting it.
Yeah.
Ask the questions, jump in. That's how you get a mentor. If you get a mentor, you get one person that's willing to teach you. Don't waste that effort. Don't waste that talent. Don't waste your time. Just get a mentor. Mentors are the best thing that ever happened to you.
He came in talking spicy. I didn't even know that. Like,
Came in with the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Appreciate
a
you.
testament. It's a testament to
Yeah.
your work, bro.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
appreciate
testament
it.
to your work. But what I'm noticing is we're out here failing. We're out here losing money. We're out here throwing it away, trying and trying and trying. Same thing with Mo. Same thing with T. T lost, and then he decided to just pay for the education from somebody who knows. It's his exact story. He lost in options, I think he said, for a long time. Got with somebody he knows who could show him the way, who's posting receipts, and it changed his life. So what I tell you guys all the time, right, is find somebody who is where you are trying to go and learn from them. They are already there. They have already done it. They've already succeeded. Don't go open an account and try to do this stuff on your own and then call me and say you messed up. Don't do that, all right? Because that's what they're going to do, bro. Charles, and I say, wait, T, you lost money with T? They're going to say, no, I just done it on my own. I'm like, well, I introduced you to him. I brought him on the stage. I flew him to New York. He's here, right? So if you guys really are interested, let's not make the mistake and just try to do it on our own. Right, we have the person here who can actually teach us and show us step by step. And he makes it look so easy, but I believe it because I feel like I was just like those two guys over there who was trying it on his own and just wasn't quite getting it. And then they locked in with T and they got it. So congratulations to you guys, man.
I mean, bro, I mean, they said it over there. They pretty much said it over that. They went kind of crazy.
Basically.
All right, so somebody in the crowd, what's the first thing you do? Charles Schwab, what's the second thing you do so you can see the charts? Trader View. T, give us the third.
You lock in. What you mean? You gonna join the community? I'm
up from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all. Y'all want an ebook? Y'all want a? It's called. All right.
Hold on. Wait. Before you get the ebook, are you gonna teach too?
I'm gonna teach. Can I gift them first?
You can. I just want to make sure.
I'm about to show them what to do.
Teach us.
I'm gonna have to take that.
Teach us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Brandon's, bro. I stole it from him.
Yeah. That was hard. I'm about to go get that trademark.
Hey, listen. You should do that.
All right, so you got something for everybody.
Yeah. If they pull out their phone and text this number, I got y'all. And then y'all get it right. Y'all get it in 2 seconds. And if not, I'm firing you.
We know they got their phones. They've been ringing all day.
Oh, you cut them off. Oh, yeah, look. You follow attention. Let me know. Y'all ready? 614. Yes, I'm from Ohio. 363. 63. Yeah, don't text the wrong person.
I love our
614.
people. I told you I got to do stuff 5 times, right? Start it over. Go ahead. That's one.
614-363-6307. I try to make it. Who needs it again?
Raise your hand if you need it again. Don't be shy. It's okay. Lady in the green, she want to double check.
614-363-6307.
Y'all had him check his own phone number.
I'm making sure, because y'all ain't about to tell me. Like, listen.
Now, what do they text?
You just text book. BOOK.
Book, ebook. She texts ebook.
You text book. Did you get it already? Yeah, you should. You should text BOOK. Yeah, there we go. There y'all go. And
Let's
click that
go.
link.
All right, so T, you're about to teach, but we're doing the show actually live. So if anybody that wants to lock in with you, that wants to learn from you, can you just look into that camera right there, tell them where to find you and how they can start to work with you?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Stock Trader T with 2 E's. I got the blue check. Yes, I paid for it. Go to TikTok, same thing, no spaces or anything like that. You can follow me there. Or you can text 614-363-6307. And that is my business number. One of my assistants will get with you. They off today, though. All right.
We live audience, live studio audience, so we got to at least give one question before we sign off.
Yeah, who got a question for T? Yeah, right.
Dub, let's go. Thanks for driving. He's from Philly, y'all.
Okay.
Do you do live when the market is open? Do you share your trades live?
So in my mentorship, it does come with live trading. In my mentorship, it does, because my goal is for you to get your capital back.
So we got a question right here, right there in the front.
What time of day do you normally
Teach? It just depends. So depending on the mentorship, I work with the person, but also as well, every Sunday inside the community, we got a coaching call. And then on Saturdays, I do wealth therapy. And then on Wednesdays, we got new member calls, but everybody has direct access to me inside of the school.
Sound familiar? Let's get my guy right here.
Everybody tell you like French Montana a little bit?
French Montana. No, but I'm from the Bronx too. Yeah. French Montana's been paying attention. I know his notebook is full. Let's go, French.
So have you ever dove into the crypto trading?
Yeah, so my dude Trap does that. I don't like it personally because I stick to what I know. But I do know it's possible to make money inside of there.
All right, so T's gonna teach us.
You got a question
after.
right there in the corner right there.
We got one more question.
Yeah.
We're gonna go teach us T, then we're gonna close out, and then we're gonna just let him teach.
Have you ever borrowed against your stocks?
Yeah, oh, you want me to get a play? Yeah, of course, duh. Charles Schwab also allows you to take a pledge loan out, meaning that, yeah, up to 70% of your portfolio.
Yeah, see, I see people grabbing notebooks now.
So
all right, that's one time. That's one time. We're gonna have to say it again.
All right, so look, Charles Schwab allows you to take a pledge loan against them for 70%. So if you have $100,000 inside of your portfolio, you can take $70,000 out. That's non-taxable, right? So you can put it in something else while you're keeping your equity inside of your. I actually do that. So while you keep your equity inside of your stocks, because the stock market is rigged to go up. So why would I get taxed and sell all my portfolio when I could just borrow against my own?
Did y'all get that? Let's break it down in just lower terms. How much do you need to put in a Charles Schwab account to get 5,000?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Why y'all give me that? Just to get 7,000, you need to put 10 up. It's 70% of whatever you're putting up. So whatever you put up, you can take 70%. You can borrow against up to 70%.
You got 1,000, you can borrow
$700.
$700.
Correct.
So that Charles Schwab account doesn't like double or triple. It doesn't give you money.
If you
like,
want to put that money back in the market, you can and make a monthly payment. I know people who do that. They get paid off the dip. Nah, I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I ain't gonna tell y'all that.
All right. So in short, so in short. Yeah, no. There's no gatekeeping on the show, bro. There's no gatekeeping on the show, bro. Look, they gonna hold you to it, bro. There's no gatekeeping.
So look, my dude Kev gave me this place, so I can't. I'm not the type of person that's take credit for everything. My dude Kev, so I'm in a group chat with a lot of active traders, and there are companies or ETFs, which is an exchange traded fund, where you get paid a crazy dividend, right? But all you have to do is borrow against your money, use that money and make the monthly payment, and your dividend is going to outweigh your monthly payment. So you're basically paying yourself back over time. Yeah, it's fire. Yeah.
All right, we getting ready to wrap it up. Let's go, y'all. Let's make some noise. He's gonna teach. But for the TV, for the cameras, teach us T. 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 All right, thank you guys. T, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That wraps up this edition of the Real Estate Newsroom. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll see you next show. Thank you.